I mean, again, you told me it's not they're not testing your intelligence. I mean, you should know the skill actually. That is the most important thing.
So I'm joined by OET Passing Student, Dr. Mohammed Shabeer today. How are you, Dr. Shabeer?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm doing very fine.
That's great to hear. So once again, congratulations on your amazing OET results. We're so excited to hear about them and just see how well you did. Can you remind me and tell anyone who's watching today what your OET passing scores were?
I got B in all four parameters, and I got a good score in speaking. I mean, which was a little bit surprising for me, but I mean, I just missed A grade by only 10 or 15 or 20 marks. I mean, it will be by icing on the cake if I got A in the speaking, you know.
Would have been an icing on the cake. Doesn't matter. B's is all that you need, and that's what your OET was being passed for. So well done on those results. How are you feeling about your OET results?
Yeah, it's an amazing feeling. I mean, before going into the what you call on a winning note, I want to tell the whoever is listening or want to listen about it. The first attempt in the reading part, I got 340. I just missed that in just 10 marks. You know, maybe I just missed one question. One question is approximately, I think, they're giving 10 marks, something like that, 10 to 20. So it was a heartbreaking moment for me. So I contacted the swoosh that time. I think one of the teacher. I mean, Alex and some of your team members, they replied in the mail. They told it's don't re-evaluate for listening and reading, but sometimes they consider for writing and reading part. So, and they encouraged me a lot, and they told that don't worry, give yourself time again 2-3 months and prepare it nicely. And once I went through, initially I got a basic package in Swish, and I contacted you. I remember now. You are the one who was talking to me in the giving me ideas about in the chat that don't go for the basic package. Maybe you might require a premium package. It contains all the mock test and the writing, what you call training feedback I was getting. I mean, it was a step-by-step process. I mean, it's not an easy way through. Initially, I was finding very hard in writing part, you know. Basically, we are not from English speaking part of the world, though we have studied everything in English. Speaking was okay, but the problem is writing. All these small grammatical issues, you know, like articles and where to put comma and how to start a sentence, how to end it, and the body of the letter, and how to paraphrase everything. I mean, it was a big challenge for me, and Swish helped me a lot. So initially, when I wrote the exam in the writing correction test, I mean the training part, I was what I'm talking about. So out of 5, they used to give me only 1. So I wrote a couple of letters. Then the teacher feedback gave me that don't keep on writing letters. I mean, just analyze your letters where you're making mistake. The teacher has given you the exact mistake where you're going wrong. So when I analyze the mistake, the same mistake I'm committing again and again. Like 3 letters when I analyzed, the same mistake was going on. So I corrected my mistake, and again I wrote the 4th letter. In that, I got 3 out of 5. I was very surprised. I thought, okay, these are the mistakes I'm making, which I should not do it. So in the 4th letter, again, they told me that you have improved a lot, but still there are certain parts where you need to correct yourself. So again, I went back, again, I started analyzing. There was one of my friend who also suggested me swoosh. He's already in UK now, working in UK in Leeds. So he also helped me a little bit, but he told stick to this swoosh teachers. I mean, they are really good to help you out. So, and believe me, I keep on writing. The last letter I wrote, they gave me 5 out of 5.
Amazing. Well done.
Yeah, really. I mean, it was a big shot on my arm, you know, that I thought, okay, fine, now I can crack the exam. I told myself, fine. And when the swoosh teacher is really giving me 5 out of 5, and they told me there are minimal mistakes are there. It's not a perfect 10. Minimal mistakes are there, but the examiners won't mind those things. But your letters is too good. I think you're ready to go for your exam.
That just shows you the results that you got with the hard work that you put in as well. That's absolutely amazing. Getting a 5 out of 5, by the way, is quite a rare feat at Swoosh English. So well done for doing that. So let's
Thank you
just
so much.
summarize what you said so far. You said that you were looking for obviously assistance in all parts of the exam. You enrolled in our premium package. You thought, I'm going to go for the starter package, but I want to go for the premium package instead to get all the support and feedback that you needed.
Yeah.
You find all components of the exam incredibly, of the course, very, very useful. You started off getting 3s out of 5s in your OET writing corrections, but got a 5 out of 5 in the end. That's absolutely amazing. So how long were you preparing for your OET exam in total? And had you taken your exam before, or was this the first time that you took it?
First time I prepared for 2 months, and a lot of my friends told just apply immediately. You already got all these, and you have only C plus in one part. But unfortunately, I could not get the slot. So they gave me after 3 months. I gave in January end, and the next slot I got in May. So my friend told, okay, fine, you have 3 months time. Anyhow, your package is still valid. So prepare it again and give a shot, good shot this time. So first month I didn't start. So I took really last 2 months, like my exam was in May. So I started in March, first week or second week of March. So almost like 2.5 months. Believe me, I'm a pediatrician. I'm working in ICU. So my duty was very tough. I mean, I have to take time, and I have family, kids around with me, and it was difficult for me to just give some time for me. So the best thing I did was early morning 5 o'clock. I got up, and after that 5 to 7, I have to go to the hospital at 8 o'clock. The morning 5 to 7 was the ideal time for me to sit and analyze myself and write the test and prepare for the reading. And one of the swoosh teacher was in the listening part. She gave me a very good, I forgot her name, but all the swoosh teacher was so helpful. And I was telling that I'm not able to get along in the listening. I mean, somewhere I'm missing some part. I mean, I'm not able to get that P score. She suggested me listen ABC Health Radio and BBC Health, and it's a very short radio conversation. You will get an interview. You will have some health topic discussed by an expert. So it will be very helpful. So I did that. I mean, believe me, for 2-3 weeks I did that. I always keep on listening because I need to get accustomed with the Australian dialect or the accent as well as the British one. Okay.
Yep.
The British one, I'm a little bit aware of how they speak, but Australian was a little bit faster than British, so I was not able to catch few words what they are telling. So this ABC radio thing was really helpful. So I suggest to my friends or who are taking OET, I mean, it is better for them if you want to get a good score in listening, they have to go through these things. I mean, it will be a best thing.
That's right. And I want to highlight that as well. 2 things that you mentioned there. You said that you were working around your busy schedule. If you want to pass your OET exam, often you have to, especially if you have a job and you have a family, you have to find time for studying or else it's not going to pass.
Exactly.
We provide the tools and the support, but you need to go away and do the hard work. And also, if you really want to improve in a certain subsection like listening, then of course, yeah, do your OET course with us at Swoosh, but go away and do other relevant listening as well. Put in the work and the results will come, as you've shown us, Dr. Shabeer. Dr. Shabeer, do you think that you would have passed your OET exam if it wasn't for our Swoosh English package?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it was, they are like mentor for me, I mean, it's very difficult to get through OET. Even if you have a good knowledge of English, the pattern they ask in the exam is completely different what you read in school. You might be well aware of the medical terms or you know how to talk to the patients. Believe me, I have passed MRCP. I have done my MRCP 3 years ago. I know how to speak with the patient. I mean, how to deal with them, how to convince them, or to counsel them to breaking a bad news or a difficult patient. I have gone through all the training part to speak with the patient. But the OET is different ballgame. It's not like that exam passing where the examiner is sitting in front of you. This is completely different. I think everybody has to get through this step of training, and the Switch is one platform where, believe me, I have suggested all at least 4 people after passing the exam. They all enrolled in Switch so far.
Oh, good,
so,
good.
Yeah, they are in touch with me. I'm just trying to guide those people, and they are very young. I'm almost finished my post graduation MRCP, and I have in my what you call professional career, I have achieved a little bit. But those young students just pass their medical school or nursing college, they're really struggling to find their feet. So I just telling them just go through these things. Maybe it's very helpful. I don't.
Right. And that's one thing I'd like to clarify is that yes, OET isn't impossible, but you can make it easier for yourself by preparing adequately and passing first time. The average student takes the OET exam 3 to 4 times. And that's a lot of wasted time and money put into OET.
Exactly. I know a lot of people still they are struggling to clear OET.
Exactly.
As you told me, they are like 4 or 5 times wasting their money. I told them instead of wasting your money there, you can get an one-to-one teacher at school. I mean, that is one part I used to tell the people that who are not able to clear their exams. It's best thing you just take that one-to-one class, and really it will be helpful.
And it doesn't have to be that way, as we said. OET is not actually a knowledge-based exam; it's a skills-based exam.
Exactly.
And I compare it.
Exactly.
And I compare that to driving a car, for example. So whenever I was driving a car, I wouldn't have got my own car and drove it around and then go, okay, I'm ready to take the tests. I would have taken the test and failed because I hadn't fulfilled the skills. So you need someone to instruct you to drive a car, like you need someone to instruct you to take a skills-based English language exam. And that's where we come in. We'll save you time and we'll save you money. I'm very glad that you agree with that, Dr. Shabeer. Now, what would be your number one tip today? If you had to give everyone watching today, anyone who needs help with their OET exam, one essential tip, what would it be?
There is no shortcut for the success. I mean, the one thing I want to tell everybody is patience and perseverance. I mean, keep patient. I mean, keep yourself. I mean, you cannot, if you become restless, you want to give exam in one shot and there is an exam coming up, let me apply for it. It's a very expensive exam. And if you be impatient in going for exam, I believe that you won't clear. I mean, it's very difficult. Okay. I mean, you should know the pattern, what type of questions they will ask and how you should answer. I mean, again, you told me it's not they're not testing your intelligence. I mean, you should know the skill actually. That is the most important thing. And I was, to be frank, I was a little bit overconfident when I went the first time. You know, I think that was a big mistake on my part. The reading section, I was little bit clumsy. You know, I was not able to concentrate 2-3 questions. I mean, when I came back, I was working on where I went wrong. So I want my whoever's listening this, don't do the same mistake. I mean, every part, I mean, whether it's listening, reading, writing, or speaking, even if you're super confident, I mean, just be humble and give your exams to 100%. I mean, I know that there are certain people who can speak very well. There are certain type of people, they can write, I mean, amazing essays, everything. But that 40 minutes, and if you are a little bit, I mean, you don't concentrate well on those 40 minutes, I think, I mean, you are digging your own grave.
Exactly. And that's all great advice as well. Give yourself enough time, dedicate yourself to your studies, make sure you're getting support and feedback is a win-win recipe to
win-win. I mean, it's a steady and slow progress, keep on reading, give yourself time, but you have to give your time. I mean, some people I have seen, they will read for 10-15 days continuously, then they'll give a big gap, again they will start reading before the exams. And if you do that also, it's not going to help you at all.
That's right. So now that you've passed your OET exam, Dr. Shabeer, what are your next steps? What are your plans? You told me you've got lots of ideas, but tell me a few of them.
One thing is, a lot of my friends are in UK. I told them that they were telling me about the various places there are vacancies for pediatrics and in pediatric ICUs or neonatology ICU, whatever the place is there. So they suggested me to go to different places. I'm just working on it. And there are a few options as well, like Australia and New Zealand. They are also recognizing OET. So one of my couple of old friends in college, they settled in Australia. They are also telling me that why don't you give a shot in Australia? Again, Australia, you have to, it's a long process. You have to finish Australian registration and all these things are there. But easy way out for me right now is UK, where I already have MRCP degree in my hand. I have cleared OET. So it's just a registration process in GMC. Then I can find a job there. So again, I have a family, so I have to take care of them also. I have to think what should I do next. They're well settled here. So let me see how I have it go about. I mean, God willingly, I will be moving to UK. I mean, very soon.
Great. Well, we look forward to following your next steps, and hopefully you will inform us about what happens. We'll see you on your social media, etc. where you eventually end up. But thank you so much for your time today, Dr. Shabeer. I think that many people will find your story, your OET success story, to be very interesting and highly motivational. You did everything right. You gave yourself enough time to prepare for your exam. You focused on your mistakes. You corrected your errors. You worked towards improving everything in your skills. You worked hard for it, even if it wasn't convenient and it meant you missed family time and even missed sleep sometimes. And you just took the right approach to passing your exam the first time. And that's why you're one of the few.
Yeah, that's true. I missed a lot of parties during the festival time. There was Ramadan going on everywhere. There was so much of feast going on. Believe me, I missed everything.
Well,
I mean, but it's worth it. It's worth it.
I would
And
agree.
my wife at one point of time was very angry with me. I mean, you're not giving enough time. I told, just give me 2-3 months. I mean, the whole life is for you.
Well, she'll thank you for it now. She'll thank you for it now, right? Dr. Shabeer, thanks a lot again for coming along today.
Lastly, I want to tell one thing for the Swiss teachers. I mean, everybody, each one of us was amazing one. I mean, they are very polite. Even I have seen in some other platform, when some student make a mistake, they used to make fun of them. What is this? I mean, this is very simple thing. This is basic things, but I have not seen these things in swoosh.
No.
I mean, even a basic, or I mean, if you make a silly mistake or a very basic one, they will be very polite, and you know, the way they show their character and all, it's truly amazing. I mean, as an observer outside, sometimes we used to get pissed off. What is this? Why this guy is asking these things? He's wasting the time. But believe me, the teachers were so polite, and the way they answered the guy, the girl, whatever, who was asking the question, it's truly nice. I mean, please keep your good work, and may all the students who are enrolled in the swoosh get amazing marks and achieve their dreams. And thanks from the bottom of my heart for the swoosh teachers. And Mr. Alex, initially I just impressed with the way he was doing the initial classes. Then I went through so many recordings where there was one-to-one teaching were going on with some of the students. And the students were like, they're struggling to speak in English, but the teachers were like very polite. They were keep on correcting their English as general English, as well as their what you call for the exam part of as well. So
that's
once
amazing.
Again, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
You're
Thank
so
you
welcome.
So
You're very, very welcome. And thanks a lot for those kind comments as well. I'll pass it on to the teaching staff to know that they're getting high remarks from one of our passing students. I'll be very, very happy to hear that. Dr. Shabeer, thanks a lot again. Have a great day. Once again, massive congratulations on your OET.
Thank you so much.
And I wish you the best of luck with the next step in your medical job journey.
Thank you so much, Scott.
You're welcome. See you later. Goodbye.
See you. Bye-bye.